So if you're tired after work, these next two margarita variations are perfect to help you unwind after a long and busy day. Each only takes a few minutes, and anyone can make them, even if you're new to home bartending. If that sounds perfect, then this is the correct video for you. My name is Ron Verpen. I'm a full-time medical doctor, and I've been a home bartender for over 5 years now. During that time, I've learned how to make over 100 different cocktails, and I've thrown over 50 cocktail parties. And I teach other busy professionals how to make cocktails at home. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you two of my favorite margarita variations that anyone can make at home and that will help you unwind after a long and busy day at work. So let's get right into making those two cocktails. For the two cocktails, you'll need just these 5 ingredients to make two different variations on the margarita. Those ingredients are going to be Blanco tequila, orange liqueur, lime juice, agave syrup, and finally simple syrup. And for the exact brands I'm using, for tequila, you can actually use any type of tequila or you can even use mezcal. But for margaritas, I tend to prefer the Blanco tequila. And Terramana has been my workhorse tequila since I first started home bartending all the way back in 2020. So that's the brand that I'm going to be using here. For orange liqueur, there are a number of different brands, but Cointreau is the essential workhorse especially for home bartenders. It is the most versatile of all the different orange liqueurs out there, and it's great not just for margaritas, but for a number of other cocktails as well. Then here we have for lime juice, this is the Nelly & Joe's Key West lime juice. This is the only lime juice that I use for when I make cocktails at home, serve them to others, or when I'm making cocktails on YouTube for you guys. Then for agave syrup, there are a number of different brands you can use. Really try to use any type of agave syrup as long as it's 100% blue agave. The one that I'm going to be using here is Herradura, so this is a great brand that I use. You can find this on Amazon. It's pretty readily available. And then finally for the simple syrup, this is my own homemade simple syrup. For the first 2 years that I was a home bartender, I always used store-bought simple syrup, so feel free to use that as well. Either one works great in these cocktails. So for the exact two recipes, the first recipe that I'm going to be making is the classic recipe. This is the recipe that I got from the book Cocktail Codex. And there's actually 3 different variations on the classic margarita. It's just based on how much simple syrup you want to use to get the cocktail to be either dry, medium, or sweet. And then finally, the second variation that I'm going to be making is a recipe from The Educated Barfly. He's one of the biggest bartending YouTubers out there. He's somebody that I learned a lot from, so I have to give him credit, of course, for this amazing recipe. This is the margarita that I love to make as well. So, and that's a recipe that I learned from him. So let's get right into making the cocktail. I'm going to start with the classic cocktail. That drink is going to call for tequila, Cointreau, lime juice, and simple syrup. And the exact measurements are going to be 2 ounces of tequila, 3/4 ounce of Cointreau, 3/4 ounce of lime juice. And then for the simple syrup, you can either use 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce, or 3/4 ounce, depending on how sweet you want the cocktail. I tend to be more in the middle, so I'm going to be using 1/2 ounce of the simple syrup. So let's go ahead and start making the cocktail. Like I said, 2 ounces of tequila. Then this drink is going to call for 3/4 ounce of Cointreau. Then similarly, another 3/4 ounces of lime juice. And then finally for the simple syrup, this is going to be the variable ingredient. You can either do 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce, or 3/4 ounce, depending on how sweet you want the cocktail. I'm going to be doing 1/2 ounce here because I tend to be more in the middle in terms of my own taste profile. But cater this to your guests as well. Some people like drier cocktails, some people like sweeter cocktails, so just cater it to your guests. But I'm going to be doing 1/2 ounce here. Then this is going to be, of course, a shaken cocktail because it does contain a citrus juice and a sweetener. So put a couple ice cubes into the tin. Combine all the ingredients, give it a good seal, and then shake for about 10 to 15 seconds. And then by that point, you have everything nice and combined. Go ahead and unlock the tin. And for margaritas especially, I like to just do the shake and dump method where you just dump all the contents directly into the glass that you're serving it in. And that is going to be the classic margarita. Now next we're going to be doing the margarita recipe from The Educated Barfly. And this is one of my favorite variations on the margarita. It's another great margarita variation. I think you guys are going to enjoy this as well. So that one is not going to call for the simple syrup, but we are going to be using the other 4 ingredients, tequila, Cointreau, lime juice, and then agave syrup. Tequila is going to be, this one is going to be 2 ounces. Then for Cointreau, we're going to be using ½ an ounce, lime juice, 1 ounce, and then agave syrup, ½ an ounce. And just in case you guys didn't catch that, both of these recipes are going to be in the description below, so you can follow along as well by reading the description of this video. So for this variation on the margarita, we're going to be doing 2 ounces of tequila, then ½ an ounce of Cointreau, a full 1 ounce of lime juice, and then ½ an ounce of the agave syrup. And like the other variation on the margarita, this is going to be a shaken cocktail as well, because it's going to be using a sweetener with the agave syrup and then citrus juice with the lime juice. I'll put a couple iced cubes into the tin. Combine everything, give it a good seal, and then shake for about 10 to 15 seconds. Now we have everything nice and well combined. Unlock the tin. And like with the other margarita, we're going to be doing shake and dump. So there's, now that we've shaken all the cocktail ingredients, dump them directly into the glass. And this is going to be the second margarita variation. So we have 2 margaritas right here. This is going to be the classic margarita, the recipe that I learned from the Cocktail Codex. And then this is the margarita, the preferred margarita of the Educated Barfly, one of the biggest bartending YouTubers out there. I honestly love both of these margarita variations. I think they're great, and like I mentioned in the intro of this video, I think anyone can make them at home, especially if you're a busy professional like myself. You want to unwind after a long day or a long week at work, a busy week, something like that, and you want a nice cocktail to help you relax. Maybe you want to enjoy this with your partner or your loved ones or someone like that, your friends, whatever the case may be. These are great cocktails. I think anyone can make them. And they're both very fun variations on the margarita, which is one of the most popular, if not the most popular cocktail in the world, especially now in the 21st century. So anyways, that's all I have for today's video. If you found the advice in this video helpful, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I really like to do 2 styles of videos on this channel. The first style of video will be like this one, where I do tutorials showing you guys how to make specific cocktails. And then the second style of video will be more guides, stories, tips and tricks, and things like that I hope will help you guys become better home bartenders. Thank you. Cheers.